Hello, welcome to the weather update. It's May the 6th, 2022, and yes, we had the rain today. It was fairly light, but it's getting heavier now. We started in the year early afternoon, and it's been fairly light, but we're starting to see some of the heavier rain move into the area. Uh, so just this is pretty much what the scene was today. Gloomy day. Here's the satellite. You can see some pops of convection here, and that's that heavier rain that's going to get closer to our area. Let's look at the radar now, and we'll see what we got. I should have loaded this up here. My mistake that I didn't, but here we go. So we're starting to see some of the yellows move into the area. See some yellows to the north. Looking further to the south, looks like there's actually some thunderstorms off Virginia there. And this is the heavier rain. We might start seeing some of this start getting close to the area. But mainly we're in the steady rain right now across the area. We can also load the radar from the Weather Service's website here. And this is pretty much what it looks like. So we're pretty much dealing with some rain right now. Let's go to the weather and hazards data viewer, which I should have loaded. And I did forget. I forgot to load some stuff for this weather update. I apologize. I got to load tropical tidbits too. All right. That's not even loading. All right. Well, eventually it'll load. Come on. Yep. That's one not loading. All right. Maybe it's down. All right. Well, there. I was just about to give up. All right. So you can see here. Look at all these red flag warnings out west. Very dry out there. You can see the severe weather going on, actually. It looks like there might even be some tornado warnings over here and severe thunderstorm warnings in Virginia. And then to the north, we've got all these flood advisories and stuff. So we're going to focus, obviously, on our weather here. We have a coastal flood advisory. This is going to go probably right through Sunday. And a wind advisory also being posted 8 a.m. Saturday to 2 a.m. Sunday. And then if we go further south, this is for Central Jersey, Middlesex, Monmouth County. And then as we go further south, coastal flood warning in effect 11 p.m. Saturday to 6 a.m. Sunday. This is going to all be extended northward. I'm positive of it. So let's look at our current observations. And you'll see the wind's starting to pick up a little bit. Temperatures have dropped quite a great deal from earlier. We're down into the upper 40s. It's quite cold and raw out there. Also in Jersey, it's pretty chilly as well. See the wind starting to pick up a little bit. There you go, a gust of 28 there, North Beach Haven. Not seeing too many wind gusts in our area yet, but those winds are going to pick up. And you can see making your way further south here. Winds are already pretty strong in Delaware, and that's prolonged easterly wind is what's going to get us. And you can see in the warm sector here all the severe weather going on. Actually, tornado watch is in effect as well there into Virginia. So let's look at what the weather was like at Islip today. And you will see here that rain started. Let's see when that rain started. Yeah. Actually, they were recording rain even in the morning. So the rain started in the morning, actually. You can see the temperatures kind of were in the mid-50s, and now they dropped into the upper 40s. Now we're going to be in the upper 40s for quite a while. It's going to be quite chilly as well. Let's take a look to see how much rain has fallen so far. Probably not all that much. Yeah, not all that much on Long Island. We have some reports, maybe 0.39, but as you go into Jersey, it's 0.71 there. But as you go into parts of Jersey, it's a little heavier. But we got a lot more rain to come. So I'm not going to really obsess over these amounts, but you can already see some decent rain amounts, especially as you head into Pennsylvania and stuff, for sure. Let's load that. Let's look at the lightning. See how much. See what we got with the lightning here. I'm sure this is where the thunderstorms are. Wow, yeah, a lot of activity over here. Oh, look at this off Delaware. A lot of lightning. So if you're like Ocean City, you probably be getting a lot of lightning offshore right now. That's pretty impressive. But this is where we got to watch for the severe weather that they're getting. And again, they have those tornado warnings that are in effect right now in certain areas. down there. But again, we're not going to see any severe weather, but it just goes to show you the energy in the atmosphere from this very expansive, and I mean expansive, system. So if we go back to the radar, you will see here. Let's pull this. Look at how this just stretches all the way from the northeast all the way back into almost parts of the Midwest. This is a huge system here. If we look at it on the weather map, you'll see here that go to the Weather Prediction Center, look at the weather map, you'll see how huge this system is. It's just it's a huge system, and again, we got to watch for the possibility of severe weather in the southern Mid-Atlantic, more like Virginia. I don't think Jersey I don't think we'll see any severe weather, but we're gonna have to look at the models and take a look. So I'm gonna shift this over to the eastern U.S. view, so you can see this is the GFS here, 18Z run, and you will see here that this low pressure system is gonna got this high here and this blocking, so this low can't move up northeast. It's gonna slide to the south of us here, but it's going to keep that rain around. You can see that rain is going to be encompassing our area. Here's Saturday. We're still in the rain, and you see the isobars getting tighter, so we're going to have more rain and wind tomorrow. It's making tomorrow probably worse than today, I would say. And then this low is going to slowly get squeezed to the south on Sunday, and maybe we could slowly get rid of the rain. It's going to be really a struggle to even dry it out completely, but hopefully by the afternoon, hopefully we'll get rid of the rain, at least on Long Island. And here's that high that's going to try to build down. But you see the way the high is positioned. It's very unusual. There's a blocking that we're seeing. And again, without the jet stream, this thing is now completely cut off. So it's sitting there. That high is going to build down and actually push it south. It's over warm waters. So I still think we could see some tropical characteristics possible for this winding up developing, which is very unusual. And it's literally just getting pushed south throughout the week. The high builds in more to our area as we get into Tuesday, so that should dry us out. We won't have to deal with the rain. The thing is just going to sit there and then get pushed westward, southwestward into Florida. Absolutely crazy. And then it comes back up again. This, I think, is going to wind up becoming tropical. I think this is going to be our first tropical system. That's my guess right now. With sitting over those warm waters, and you're going to have quiet, and the issue is the prolonged easterly fetch. So as we get closer into our area here, let me shift this over to the northeast here, and we look at the winds. This is why we're going to have this coastal flooding issue, and it's going to be quite an issue because we're going to see this prolonged easterly fetch. It starts tomorrow, especially over Jersey, but then it looks like Jersey's probably going to get it worse than we are at this point. The coastal, the Jersey shore areas, but some of the South Shore could get it in the East End too. But you can see prolonged easterly fetch with these winds. And it really doesn't start letting up until we're still going to have some easterly winds. It doesn't let up until maybe later Tuesday into Wednesday. So at least a 48-hour period of easterly winds piling that water onto. And if we look at the wave here, which actually show us the wave height on here, you'll see how the waves come up here. This is you can see it looks like the Jersey Shore and Delmarva is going to get the worst of this, but this is significant for sure. There could be inundation in a lot of the barrier islands on the Jersey Shore. It's a big concern. I would say that coastal flood advisory and coastal flood warning perhaps is going to be going till at least Tuesday perhaps, and it finally wanes out. But that's one factor. And then the other factor is all the rain we're going to get. So if we look at the total accumulated precip, this is the GFS here, you'll see, again, that 1 to 2 inch amount, a good possibility for us. Funny now, if you're in Maine, you don't get a thing. They're sitting there having nice weather up in Maine. They're not having to deal with this at all. Even northern Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Vermont, you're dealing with great weather, but the rest of us are going to be stuck in this. All right, so let me go to the HRRR now. This is kind of a general idea here. And this is the HRRR total accumulated precip, which I'll start off with again. Give you an idea. That 1 to 2 inches is a good amount, a good guide, I think, to go by. So here's the rain. Continues through the night, heavy at times. Continues into tomorrow. There might be a little break in like 8 o'clock in the morning, but then it starts back up again. Heavy rain into the afternoon. Here we are. Maybe it lets up a little bit in the evening, maybe a little bit. But then look at that. We're still dealing with those rain chances. And it finally slowly starts drying out Sunday. But still can't even rule out. Look at it. It still kicks some rain in our way. Here we are later Sunday, and we're still dealing with this. Is the HRRR. It has more rain activity. So it's going to be lingering through Sunday, I think, is a good bet. I don't think Sunday is going to be dry. We have rain chances right through the weekend. This thing is just going to sit there and linger. So obviously with that easterly flow, I'll show the dew points in here. But that easterly flow, though, you'll see, kind of shows where the air is coming from here. Easterly, northeasterly, just cool. Maybe it shows a little drying coming in for Sunday, but again, the HRRR still kind of doesn't know what to do with it at this point. So tomorrow we are just going to be in the 40s all day long, and here we are, 40s. Sunday too. We're going to be only in the 40s. Meanwhile, if you go north into Maine, you'll have 50s and possibly some sunshine. Upstate too. So upstate, Albany, dealing with some nice weather. So now you've seen all the rain we're going to get. Let's go to the RGEM, and I do want to look at the Ventus sky. We're going to look at that model. So here's the total clouds. I mean, why even bother? We're going to be stuck in the clouds. Here we are. Saturday for sure. Sunday. But if you're up in Maine, especially Maine, you're going to get mostly sunny weather, perhaps. It looks like finally by Monday, we finally try to get a little sun in here for Monday, it looks like, finally. But yeah, this thing is just going to sit and spin. And it's, like I said, very unusual to see this. I've never seen this for such a long duration. It's very, very unusual for sure. So now we're going to look at the Ventus sky, wind gusts. So this is the issue that we're going to have to start dealing with as we head into tomorrow, is the wind. And that's going to make that that rain that much. These are the wind gusts. Whoa. All right. This is definitely picked up. Definitely wind advisory criteria for sure. This could cause some scattered power outage. This is 8 a.m. Let's go to noon. Here we are. Winds gusting close to 50. That's with the rain, so it's going to be that wind-driven rain. It's going to make an umbrella next to useless. Here we are at 3. Jersey Shore is definitely getting the wind, worse the wind. Look at that, 60. We're looking at wind gusts here. All right. So it looks like some of the stronger winds get pushed to the south. This is 5 o'clock. Let's see 8 o'clock. So some of the strong winds get pushed to the south, but the Jersey Shore is going to see this wind continue. This wind continue to be a problem. Here we are, Sunday. Saturday, almost approaching midnight here, 10 o'clock. That wind is still very strong in Jersey, a little more bearable on Long Island. So let's go look at the waves. This is the other thing that we have to worry about. This is the wave animation here. And here we go. Look at this, coming in off the Jersey Shore. The Jersey Shore, I think, is going to experience some very bad flooding with these easterly winds. Could be some of the worst flooding since Sandy, maybe. South Shore, not as bad, but there's still going to be some elevated waves. You can see that here. Here's 5 o'clock tomorrow, 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock is not so bad on Long Island, but you can see the Jersey's going to really get hit hard by this. 8 o'clock, look at this. This is pretty bad here. This is the Ventus sky site, so we're looking at this is the Icons wave model. But again, this is pretty significant here that we're going to see this. And now the South Shore is starting to get affected by some of those stronger waves come 11 o'clock. Now, let's move this into Sunday. So here are your wind gusts 1 hour on Sunday, starting at 8 in the morning. Still dealing with these prolonged northeasterly winds. A little more northeasterly on Sunday. So that northeasterly wind a little better maybe for the South Shore pushing them, but the Jersey Shore is still going to see this. The winds dealing with these winds. Here we are still. Here we are Sunday. Still dealing with these wind gusts. 5 o'clock. Seems like we see an improvement on Long Island as the high tries to build in. But if you're in the Jersey Shore, still dealing with these strong wind gusts. 8 o'clock. Still dealing with it. So, yeah, this is 10 o'clock. Starting to see it let up a little bit on Long Island, but still pretty strong on the Jersey Shore. So let's now go to the waves. And we'll start again. We'll start at 8. So we're starting to see those heavy waves. The Jersey Shore is going to be dealing with these strong waves. Here's 8, 11, 2, still dealing with the strong waves. Look at this. There's going to be significant coastal flooding. This is going to be some of the worst coastal flooding we've seen in a while. Look at the 16-footers in Atlantic City. Oh, this is not good at all. Yeah, this is going to be very bad. It just sits here. This is the problem. It just sits here. Let's move it to Monday. All right, some improvement for Long Island, but Jersey Shore still dealing with some pretty significant waves. There's going to be a lot of coastal flooding. Jersey Shore is really going to get impacted hard by coastal flooding. And we'll look at the wind gusts here. This is Monday. Some of the stronger winds still offshore here. Starting to get a little less wind here. And just for curiosity, we'll pull the clouds up. It still has us in the clouds, by the way. Here's Monday, Sunday. So this whole storm is a wild card at this point. But I'm very concerned for the coastal flooding. I think the Weather Service should be talking more about this. All right, they have a briefing. So Philadelphia has a briefing. We'll look at Philadelphia's briefing before I wrap up this weather update here. Increasing concerns with winds, storm warning, and wind advisory issue. Coastal flood warning. So the heavy rain, that's going to be through Sunday. Coastal flooding, at least Saturday night through Sunday night. All right, wind, could see some gusts up to 50. Some power outages possible. I don't know why our weather service hasn't put up a briefing yet. Sustained winds of 25 to 35 knots at the marine waters. Not a nice time to be out on the water at all. Heavy rains and elevated risk. Coastal flooding, significant risk. Coastal wind in the coastal counties, elevated risk. And coastal waters for marine small craft. You can't be out there. Significant. All right? And this is here what it looks like. This is the coastal flood threat. Moderate coastal flood threat from Manasquan on south. And minor north of there. All right, so they definitely will be getting it worse on the Jersey Shore. Places like Seaside Heights. It's going to be bad. It's going to be bad. So we'll keep on top of this storm. This is going to be one of the worst coastal storms we've dealt with for a while, just because of its duration. And you can see all those storm warnings offshore. So we're heading into a very unusual event and possibly making more weather history as we deal with another sign of the new normal climate crisis that we're in. As, again, we don't have a jet stream to move this thing along, and that's what makes it so bad. It's just cut off. Thank you for watching.